a section where you're not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC, and that was I gotta pay money. You see me. Put in the car to my runner.
This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, running left is Akers. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cam Akers. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. It is fielded right at the goal line. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now Rodgers on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Kwan Baker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give, running right is Akers. And he'll go down at the 28. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Fields. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this This is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible. Partner, in our years together, we've never really doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cam Akers with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much. Maybe a couple. And it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 61 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 40 yards. And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be complete to Dillon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take advantage of the field position. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is Jakeem Grant. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Akers. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
They'll run for it with Akers. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got his man, Baker. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Well, this is caught by Williams. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run this with Akers.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Fields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And it's no good. My goodness, his 3rd miss of the game here on a PAT. And wouldn't you know it, that's the difference in this game right now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Off play action. Fields being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Fights through, and now a crease. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. 0-0, Mike 3. Yeah. You don't want none.
They snap it to Fields.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Going right back to Akers.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better